Hi everyone, it's Chenzo from Reality Art Pod, here to talk about Survivor Season 48, Episode 4, titled The House Party's Over. Last week on Survivor, when the Vulas went to their third tribal council, Mary's shot in the dark was hidden, and Cedric voted for everyone in the tribe, ending with Justin, who was sent back to Luigi's. Mamma mia! Before I dive in, I put a link in the description to my playlist, so you can catch up on my previous recaps. If you like the content, consider liking and subscribing. My videos aren't meant to replace the original content, so if you missed the episode, I put a link in the description so you can try Paramount Plus for free. But let's dive into it. The next day at Vula, players are wet, cold, and upset. Cedric wants to bring the tribe together after he got Say and Mary to agree to play nice moving forward. Say wants to find the idol to give them some power in the game, so she and Cedric leave a note for Mary and go off to find the idol. Mary tells us she's down to work with Say because she doesn't want to be against her. Mary sees a soft side to Say, and they have a cute little bonding moment at the beach where they agree to work together moving forward. The tribes pull up to what they think is a challenge, where Jeff lays it on thick that Vula tribe is busted and tells them to drop their buffs. They're switching things up. Vula is thrilled, but everyone else is pissed and anxious, especially Eva, who is worried that she'll be split from Joe, the only person she's opened up to about her autism. Say announces that she hopes the Vulas are in the middle of their tribes and can watch the others eat each other alive. I don't know if she needed to say that out loud. They unwrap their new buffs, and it's all shuffled up, with new Siva being Chrissy, Mitch, Cedric, Say, and Bianca. Vula has Kyle, Camilla, and the California girls Joe, Shaheen, and Thomas. And Loggy sees David, Eva, Charity, Star, and Mary. The players head back to their camps, starting with new Loggy, where Mary is happy to have a new opportunity. Eva is used to being around men in the real world and is apprehensive with the number of women on the tribe. She also still has Star there, who she doesn't get along with, but she quickly bonds with David over jet skis. When Star walks away, Eva quickly tells everyone else that she wants Star out and that Star has the Beware advantage, begging them to take the opportunity to vote for Star. Does anyone know what would have happened if Star went to a different camp with her Beware advantage? Let me know in the comments. At New Siva, vibes are already good. Chrissy is finally getting some confessionals about not being close with Mitch at all. Say is annoyed that she's still with Cedric, but she makes a fire and impresses the tribe. Bianca is stressed. She's the only tribe member from Old Loggy on this tribe, and she doesn't have a vote. Bianca gets to work, finding out that Say and Cedric are at odds. She sees an opportunity there. At New Vula, the inhabitants are disturbed at the state of the camp. Joe says he feels like the house party's over, and oop, he said the thing. Thomas says the camp is a nightmare, but he's happy with his placement in the game. He's there with his California girls, and he has a steal a vote advantage that no one knows about. Camilla and Kyle are in the minority but aren't powerless. Kyle has an idol and Camilla has an extra vote. Camilla tells the group that she was on the bottom of the old Siva, creating a false narrative that she and Kyle aren't close. Shaheen eats that right up. Camilla tells Shaheen the details about the journey that Thomas went on. Mitch had filled her in on it. Camilla exposes that Thomas lied about his journey, which plants a seed of mistrust on Thomas. When Shaheen brings this to Thomas, Thomas denies it and tells us that he's lying to his tribe, that it's none of Camilla's business, and he wants Camilla out. At New Siva, Cedric bonds with Mitch. Cedric shares that he used to have a stutter himself. They form a nice little connection that they both appreciate. Cedric wants to bring Say into this, who he feels is loyal to him, but Say is elsewhere, throwing Cedric under the bus to Bianca. Say tells us she wants to work with Bianca. Cedric and Mitch bring in Chrissy. They know that Bianca has either an extra vote or a steal a vote. Chrissy isn't worried about either thing and wants Bianca out. On Loggy, David and Eva are still bonding. David is loving all his new tribe mates. He opens up to the tribe about his girlfriend who's in it for the moolah. Charity tells us that David is unstrategic. The way she sees it, she can just boss David around, and she tells the other girls that. Elsewhere, David is telling Eva that everyone on their tribe hated Charity, that she annoys him, and he wants her out at the first opportunity. They head to their immunity challenge, where they need to roll a giant cube and climb onto it to get bags, toss bags through a breakable hoop that they need to reassemble if they break it, and then solve a three-dimensional puzzle. On top of immunity, they also have a reward, a fruit. First place gets big snackies, and second gets little snackies, and last place is punished with a trip to tribal council. They get started with Vula getting to a lead and Siva trailing following the cube roll. On the bag toss, King of Accuracy Mitch nails it, getting new Siva to a lead. Loggy falls behind at the bag toss with David and Star both floundering, but then they figure it out. Now all tribes are at the puzzle. Vula get confused at their puzzle, calling it done when it's not, as Camilla is sitting on Shaheen's shoulders calling out orders. David, Eva, and Charity figure out their puzzle and win immunity and big reward for Loggy, followed by Siva making all the old Vulas safe and sending all the new Vulas to tribal. The Vulas head back to camp, where Shaheen feels confident that Kyle and Camilla have no advantages, and Kyle and Camilla both continue their covert operation, telling everyone that they would vote for each other, as the California girls have to decide who they're voting between them. Shaheen wants to bring Camilla in, but Thomas wants to vote for Camilla because she's coming for him. He's even considering using his steal a vote. Camilla and Kyle decide that Kyle is the target, and they give all the advantages between them to Kyle to hold on to. When Camilla sits with Shaheen and Thomas, the boys decide to go through Kyle's bag in a stressful moment, but they don't find anything, and when Kyle finds out about this, he knows he's about to play that idol. And they head to Tribal with Camilla ready to put on the performance of a lifetime. At Tribal, talk is about about the new tribe dynamics. Shaheen tells Jeff basically that the California girls are unbreakable. Camilla says she has no choice but to go with them and vote for Kyle. Kyle is performing too, doing a whole goodbye speech about how Survivor changed his life, and Camilla follows suit with a speech including tears about how she's underestimated herself, but now she's done with that. Thomas even gives a little speech about how he's grown in the 9 days, and they get to voting. When Jeff asks for advantages, Kyle plays the idol on himself, and Jeff reads the votes, 3 votes for Kyle that don't count, and 2 votes for Thomas, which is enough to blindside the California girls. And with that, we say goodbye to Thomas, who was in a really great spot on his original tribe, with the California girls, Bianca, and his advantage. But in that great spot, he was making mistakes, plotting to make Stars Beware advantage disappear, which made him look untrustworthy to Shaheen, and he lied about his advantage, which was going to come out one way or another. He could have even used the advantage at this tribal to give the California girls 4 votes to split here, which would have kept him around. Instead, the advantage goes unused. There was a lot of potential here. He obviously thinks strategically, but I think he played too hard too fast and was voted out before his shiner could even heal. In this episode, we also got 3 more questions for the fan vote. Weird choice to give us 3 options every 3 episodes instead of 1 every episode, which would probably be more fun for us, but whatever. First one is what we want to be the final 4 challenge. Where is Hands on Heart Idol cowards? Obviously, option C is the only iconic option here. For advantages, they give us a Goldilocks dilemma. The left is too wimpy and the right is too much, so they know we're going to pick strategic power, which is basically exactly what we have now, I guess. I just want idols. What is wrong with idols? Finally, tribe swap. Yes, we want this. When the tribes are swapped, it stirs up the game and injects life into the season, making things really complicated for the players and fun for us, as we saw tonight. But that's all I have to say about this episode. Let me know in the comments, what did you think of the tribe swap and Thomas's departure, and how are you voting in the fan vote? I'll be back next Wednesday with more Survivor. If you like this video, consider liking and subscribing. I'm also recapping the challenge and Deal or No Deal Island right now. You know where to find me. Bye.